Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Dev's Journey, and today I will be giving you guys a full guide on Dominican Republic. This guide will cover everything you need to do and everything you need to know before you go to the Dominican Republic. And this applies to also if you're thinking about going, or if also you booked your flight or you booked your cruise going to the Dominican Republic. As you guys know, I've been in the Dominican Republic for 10 days, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot of things that that are very different from the United States. So basically this guide is for people who are from the United States and going to the Dominican Republic. Okay, so step one. Step one is an obvious step, but you need to buy a passport. You need to get a passport in order to go to the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic is not like Puerto Rico. So you need a passport in order to travel to the Dominican Republic. So that's number one. So you can get your passport, as you guys know, at the post office, or if you're in Detroit, you can get the passport in the same day. So step two is very, very important. This is your e-ticket documentation. Basically, what the e-ticket documentation is that you have to fill out a form before you go to the Dominican Republic. In this form, you have to fill out your plane number, when you're leaving, and your passport number, your address, and all these different types of documentation. I'm going to put the link in the description below because this step is very important. It is required that you do this step. So I would recommend doing this step before you take your trip to the Dominican Republic, maybe like a week before or a few days. If you do not do this step on your computer, you can do it at the airport, and I wouldn't really recommend doing it at the airport because it's very chaotic, and it's a lot going on, and I just really wouldn't recommend doing it at the airport. So basically, when you're done with this form, it is a PDF, so you can print the PDF out, or, which I highly recommend, is taking a screenshot of it too. Also take a screenshot of it on your phone, so when you go to DR and you don't have service, you can pull up your screenshots and show the what's it called, the people there that you have the e-ticket. So yes, so it's very, very important, and it is something you guys have to do. And like I said, I will put the description and the link below. Cell phone service. So the Dominican Republic is not like Mexico and Canada, and I learned this when I went to Mexico. As an American citizen, you have cell phone service in those two countries because they border the United States. As you know, the Dominican Republic is an island in the Caribbean, so it does not border the United States. So you need to contact your cell phone provider, and you need to buy an international plan. Obviously, you can still use your phone, and you can only really send out text messages, and you can receive phone calls. So I didn't have an international plan, so I was able to send out text messages and also receive phone calls. So you definitely contact your provider. I use Verizon Wireless, so I know every provider is different. So yes, the service is definitely, I recommend it. Obviously I was there 10 days without service, but I was able to use the Wi-Fi, and I was able to text my family because I was able to text. So definitely get an international plan, or contact your provider to see what type of options they have, see if your phone could work outside of the United States. Step number 4, money. And this is very, very important, because when you arrive in the Dominican Republic, you want to buy the food, you want to buy souvenirs, you want to buy you know, whatever you want. So this part of the video is also very, very important. So money. So the Dominican Republic accepts USD. They accept American dollars. Okay, so this is, you know, pretty good. But I don't recommend you use American dollars in the Dominican Republic because then you'll be overpaying for everything. So I will recommend you to convert your money from USD to the Dominican peso. It's called the Dominican peso. All right, that's the currency they use. So I'll also make another video more in depth about the currency in the Dominican Republic, how you can understand, and everything like that. Because the currency is very hard to learn, you know, because it's foreign, you know. So this is what I did. In the United States, I withdrew money from a bank account. I withdrew like $500, and I had $500 in my suitcase, and I arrived to the Dominican Republic on a Sunday, unfortunately. So the banks were closed. Okay, so I couldn't exchange my money. So keep in mind the days you go. Okay, when you go to the Dominican Republic, if you go on a Sunday, you know, the banks are closed. Just like the United States, the banks are closed. But I recommend this supermarket. So I exchanged my money on a Monday, and I went with a local, and he helped me try to find a place to exchange my money. So when I went to the bank, this is very important because I did not know this. If you want to go to the bank and exchange your money, you need your passport. And I was walking around, I didn't have my passport. I didn't want my passport to get stolen or lost, so I left my passport in the hotel. So if you want to exchange your money in the bank, make sure you bring your passport, unless it will not exchange your money. So I actually exchanged my money in a supermarket. So you can exchange your money in the supermarket, and you do not need a passport. So the local I was with, he spoke his Spanish, because at this time I was in month 7 to learn Spanish. I don't really know how to, communicate this. But if I were to go back, I'll be able to communicate for myself. So I gave the cashier the register. She took it, and she gave me, the value of my money, $300 in Dominican peso. So that was very helpful. And also the place I was at, I was in Puerto Plata. So in Puerto Plata, they have, guys, just sitting on a corner with a nice size wad of cash, so you can exchange your money on the street with a local. But I wouldn't recommend doing that, because you're a foreigner. Like, I don't know what's a real bill and what's a counterfeit bill, so I would recommend going to a bank, a supermarket. Also go to an ATM. ATMs are very good, a very good option. They're 24/7. You don't need ID. You put your credit card in, hit English, and you can withdraw the amount of money you need. All right, so exchange your money at the airport. I don't recommend exchanging your money at the airport, because the rate is lower. So basically, if you exchange your money at the airport, you'll be getting a lesser value of your money. All right, so definitely keep that in mind. A lot of people told me the dudes on the street in the Dominican Republic with the cash, you can exchange your money, they give a better rate. But like I said, I was kind of wary about that, because I don't know what's a real bill, I don't know what's a fake bill. So definitely keep that in mind. So I would recommend going to a bank. I think that is actually the safest place. And if you don't have your passport, you forgot your passport, you got lost it or something like that, then go to the supermarket. One thing I noticed about in the Dominican Republic, and maybe because I wasn't in a tourist area, they don't accept credit cards. So you definitely need money. You definitely need cash on you, pesos. Like I said, you definitely need pesos on you. So, because a lot of places where I was at did not accept credit card at all, or even restaurants. So definitely keep that in mind. And also, American Express, Don't bring American Express. Do not bring your American Express card to the Dominican Republic because they will not accept American Express. So I recommend Visa or MasterCard. Do not bring your American Express card there. Maybe in the tourist areas they accept American Express, but in Puerto Plata they don't. So keep that in mind. All right, this is step number 5. This step is going to be straightforward. All right, do not flush the toilet paper down the toilet. All right, I know you're like, wow, like that's weird. Because in the United States, we do that all the time, and that is because our sewage system is very good. So when you travel outside the United States to the Dominican Republic, you cannot do this because their sewage system is very weak, and you will clog the toilet. Okay, so make sure you throw your toilet paper in a trash can that's right by the toilet. All right, so definitely keep that in mind when you travel to the Dominican Republic. Again, do not throw your toilet paper in the toilet. Throw it away in the trash can. All right, step number 6. Do not drink the water. All right. Whatever you do, do not drink the water in the Dominican Republic. You will become very sick if you drink the water. And this is what I mean by drinking the water. Like, you're taking a shower, for instance. Do not, drink the shower water. Do not, after you don't brush your teeth, don't run the faucet water and cup your hand and drink from your hand like that, because that's how you become very sick. And you're on vacation. You want to not be sick. You want to, enjoy the weather, enjoy the beaches, enjoy the culture, the food, all that. So definitely stay away from the water. So if you're in a restaurant, all right, and you ask for water, they'll bring you a bottle of water, so it's safe. So definitely keep that in mind with bottle of water. The ice does not come from bottled water or filtered water. So they actually use that water. So be very careful. I heard stories of people getting sick with the ice. I had ice in the Dominican Republic, and however, I wasn't sick. So definitely keep that in mind, and also brush your teeth. So I brushed my teeth with the regular water, and I felt fine the whole time. But other people, they get sick from it. So you can have a bottle of water and have it right next to the sink, and just pour the water on your toothbrush, and that's how you can clean your toothbrush and stuff like that. So yes, keep that in mind, because the United States, our water is filtered. We can drink our water. There's water fountains everywhere. In the Dominican Republic, there are no water fountains, and it's only water bottles. And if they don't give you a water bottle, it's okay if you drink the water, because they have water in these big jugs they get, so it's filtered. So if they give you a glass of water or something like that, it's safe. But yes, definitely do not drink the water in your Airbnb, your hotel, wherever you're at. Absolutely do not drink the water. All right, so safety. So as everywhere in the world, it's dangerous. Even the United States, the United States is dangerous. The Dominican Republic is dangerous. Everywhere in the world is dangerous. All right. So I would say be smart. You're American, and they know. The locals of the Dominican Republic, they know. All right. So definitely, be aware of your surroundings. Don't travel with your passport with you at all times. Don't travel with every single credit card, all your money. I say, maybe travel with a few, maybe one credit card, maybe $100 USD or something like that, or which in pesos is 5,000 pesos. But I'll do a video about the currency and explain more how I got that number. So yes, just be smart. You know, just be smart. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't go into dangerous parts. The place I was at in Puerto Plata was very safe. You know, I felt safe. So, with that being said, also don't travel alone at night, because you know it could be dangerous. You know, so yeah, just definitely be aware of your surroundings. Okay, so another thing about safety, I don't recommend keeping your phone, your wallet in your pockets, because that's how, you know, it gets pickpocketed. So I recommend getting you like a fanny pack if you're a male. If you're a woman, like bring your purse. You know, because it's very easy for people to go in your pockets and you know steal your money and steal your phone. So if you're a man, like I say, you know, get a fanny pack. You know, keep it on your chest. So keep your money, your phone in your chest, so that it's not exposed. Another thing, don't record. Do not record in Dominican Republic, because that is how you look like a tourist. Okay? So, with that being said, you don't want to make yourself look like a tourist. Alright? You want to do everything to not look like a tourist. So, act like you belong. You know, even though you're American, you know, they know you're American. So, just don't record, you know, the streets. Don't record, you know, when you're walking down the street, because you like a easy target, and you know you're not native, so you don't know who's a good person, you don't know who's a bad person, you know. So you know, keep that in your mind, because the more and more you don't look like a tourist, the less you'll be a target. So definitely keep that in mind. You know, of course, it's still gonna be a risk, but you know, just keep that in the back of your mind. You know, just don't record. You know, don't really sightsee. Just like, you know, look in here, because you'll, you know, look like a tourist. Step number 9, clothes. So you should bring swimming trunks for sure. Sunscreen, flip-flops, shorts, and I recommend tank tops. All right, so if you don't have tank tops, go out and buy you some. I was in the Dominican Republic. I had like 6 or 7 pairs of tank tops. I felt really good, you know. And my brother, he had shirts on, and he was like, "It's so hot, it's so hot," and I was in tank tops, and I was cool. So you definitely want to dress light. The weather is very humid. It's very humid. It's very hot. It's hitting 90. It hit 90 degrees every day when I was there. 89 degrees every day, and it's like high humidity. It's like 80% humidity. So you have to definitely be, you know, keep that in mind. Keep that in your mind for sure, because you know it's hot there. You know, you feel it as soon as you get off the plane. As soon as you touch down in the Dominican Republic, you're like, man, it's hot. So yeah. And that's really it. That's all my tips for you, and I hope you found this video helpful. And with these tips, you know, before I was going to the Dominican Republic, I didn't know half of this stuff. So I think that if you watch this video and do everything I said, you know, you'll be okay, you know. So thank you for watching my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe.